He's like got 33 career rushing touchdowns. His name is Tylan Miller, and honestly, he is one of those guys that when I think about his career, and especially his senior year, and the injuries that he had to his knee. He was playing with like a torn MCL almost.
Oh, where I thought it was his back.
It was it was a knee. Like he missed 4 or 5 weeks of the season.
Yeah,
and that's kind of how Braylon Anthony got his start, and an opportunity to play in his senior year. But Tylan Miller was an absolute animal to me. He's a 3-year guy on varsity. He scored. Let's see, where is he at? He's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's like number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's 8th all time in touchdowns with 33 rushing touchdowns from 2013 to 2015.
And that's with missing 5 games.
And that's with missing.
Or more, man.
That's probably more than that. You got to think about it. He's just even when he comes back, bro. He's not 100%.
No. Like he played with some good running backs.
Played with some good backs. Like he played. He did. He backed up Hasty in 2013.
Yeah.
And in 2014 when Hasty missed that whole year.
But Hasty came back.
A back injury that came back in the playoff run. Or the week before against Hallsville too. But Tylan really held it down all through 2014, and then 2015 he got hurt, and Pig kind of held it down for him.
Yeah.
But man, his career is fantastic. You gonna watch the runs on his highlight tape, and you can think, man, that dude was slow. Nah, what you see is him on one leg basically, in that playoff run. But Tylan just made absolute great plays. He had an incredible offensive line in front of him that last year. We've already talked about Tim Clay and Jonathan Sneed, how good those guys were, but he's really a consistent player. He was one of those guys that tore Lufkin up in 2014, I believe. No. That's wrong. In 2014, he lost pretty big to Lufkin in Lufkin. But they bounced back that year in 2014 and beat him in the playoffs after they were down like 28-0 at halftime. And Tyler, it was a great epic performance. But yeah, Tyler is one of those guys that career-wise, if he never gets hurt, he might be sitting at 40 touchdowns. It might be 5th all time in school records. So I enjoyed watching Tylan play. That was also my first year coaching, so it was the first year I got to see the behind the scenes and see the injuries and the rehab that people actually really do. As a player, you don't really watch it because you're at practice.
Yeah.
And I'm practicing, so I don't know who hurt and what they're doing.
Right.
But as a coach, and especially as a freshman coach, you kind of get to sit back and just see really what's going on. And I got a chance to really see how hard he was working to try to get back on the field. So a tremendous amount of respect that I have in mind for Tylan Miller. Yeah. One of those guys that was just an absolute ball player. What's your opinion or what's your thoughts on Tylan?
He was a dog. I remember first time seeing him, he reminded me a lot of Vondrell McGee.
Yeah.
I mean, like stature, the way they move with the ball. He wasn't as shifty.
Wasn't as shifty as V.
Maybe not even as fast as him, but he reminded you a lot of Vondrell. And then, like you said, I mean, he had some injuries. I feel like if you get past some of those injuries, he would be highly regarded. He'd be a little higher on the list.
I think so. A little higher on the list.
I would definitely say that. But he definitely was a dog. Wish he could have had,
clean slate. If you don't have a clean slate, we don't know Pig. You know what I mean? So, everything happens for a reason. So.
Yeah. That's a good way to put it, Spence.
I know, right? Number 58, a 6'7" tight end. You know who this one is, huh?
Yeah, the Gator.
The Gator himself,